in an unmarked grave, a woman pays hundreds to a small business to get a headstone for her dearly departed aunt. But more than a year later, it's still not in place.
I just feel like I was betrayed.
That woman is just one of many customers complaining about the casket store in Parma.
Yeah, they all say they paid up front, only to be left waiting. So they turned to 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis. And Joe, no doubt it's tough to think about doing background checks on a business when you're mourning.
But that's exactly what the Better Business Bureau says you should do before handing out any money. And if you're not up to the task, the BBB says have a family member do the homework for you.
I can't tell you really how much I miss her. I don't think they're really adequate words.
Rhoda Cantrell spent 6 years taking care of her aunt, Mildred Perry, but then lost her on New Year's Day 2018, ordering this headstone design from the casket store here on Ridge Road in Parma. Paying more than $700 up front, Rhoda says the casket store agreed to have the headstone in place here at Evergreen Cemetery before the winter. But when that didn't happen, Rhoda says she went looking for answers.
Well, I've called several times and they just won't return the phone call. And that's as far as I've been able to go.
Now, Rhoda says she didn't run any checks on the company because she successfully did business with the Parma store back in 2007.
Not only did we have a relationship, but they're supposed to be a business with professional ethics and standards. And I just feel like I was betrayed.
Well, it certainly is devastating. I mean, it's an emotional purchase in the first place.
The Cleveland Better Business Bureau says Rhoda is far from alone, giving the Parma casket store an F rating due to 9 complaints. Some of those complaints were never answered. The BBB says consumers need to do their research before buying.
Are there complaints? What are those complaints about? How did the company handle the complaints? Did they resolve them?
This morning, this afternoon, and this evening, News 5 tried to reach the casket store for its side of the story, but its phone line was disconnected. When we got to the location, the store was closed. Then at 8 this evening, we were finally able to leave a message, but just like Rhoda, we're still waiting for a response.
And I just think when you mistreat people this way, I mean, there's really no other word other than maybe despicable.
Again, we'll follow up with the casket store in Parma about its BBB complaint record and get its side of the story. Meanwhile, Rhoda says that she wants her money back and that she'll file a complaint with the Ohio Attorney General's office. Reporting live here in Cleveland, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis.